Yo, I wanted to make this video on my first Turo car rental experience while I'm in the car and what went wrong. I'm going to start with the booking process and everything, and then I'm going to get over and talk about then after I'm going to talk about the car and my experience and everything. So, I booked my trip about 5 days before my trip, and so the night before, I messaged the host to see if everything was good, and I didn't get no reply. So to be honest, I was getting kind of worried. So I think he finally messaged me back early in the morning or something like that. But yeah, so I was kind of nervous when I booked it, and he replied to me. So that was my booking experience. Um, so so everything was good. We messaged, we talked. He told me where to pick up the car. Um, so when I landed, I messaged him, and he told me where he parked it. So I picked up the car finally. The only thing I didn't like about it was actually the car was parked in Terminal 2 when my flight came in at Terminal 1. So, being from out of town and walking through the airport for the first time, I think that's not a good 5-star host type of thing. So the reason why I picked him, because he was a 5-star host. He had a lot of good reviews, 5 stars. Besides that, the car that I wanted, um, the Turo experience, I wanted to try. Well, I was checking out YouTube, and people said that when you rent a car, it's kind of like renting an experience also. So I wanted to try out a BMW because I wanted to compare the BMW to the Mercedes that I own. Then I'll talk about the car later. So that's the reason why I picked the BMW, and he was a 5-star host. So picked up the car, had to walk a distance. It was getting hot, and then on top of that, I had to pay $8 for my parking pass to get out. I wasn't expecting that charge, so that was a little bit kind of disappointing. But I guess that's my first time experience, and so I wouldn't know. But I don't know what to expect. So then I'm gonna talk about the car, BMW X1. He texted me. Actually, he said, "Oh, sorry, he couldn't wash the car. It was dirty, this and that." It was dirty on the outside. Inside's fine. So actually, the car, when I first got in the car and started the car, there was a bunch of hazard lights and maintenance lights and warning lights coming on. I'm like, oh shit, that's not a good feeling. Then I did a walk around the car, took pictures, record everything just in case for records. Then I noticed that actually there's a crack in the windshield. I don't think that's good because I'm pretty sure you can get pulled over for a cracked windshield. So I didn't like that. So about the car, other than that, it drove fine. I liked it. A funny story about the car is on my way back to the airport. It was only a 1-day trip. On my day back to the airport, I was driving, and I kept hearing somebody with the exhaust or something behind me, next to me. I was like, oh, who's this racer revving his motor? And I couldn't see the car. So later on at the end, I stepped on the gas a little bit in the car, and I think it was the X1's exhaust. So I wish I knew that. I wish I would have had more fun with it, but my first time, I was trying to be respectful for people's cars. I'm not here to try to beat the car up and nothing like that, so I didn't. I think it was the X1 exhaust that has a little bit of growl when you step on it. So that was my car experience. So then now it's time to return the car. It was a quick 1-day trip. It was just me in the car. I really didn't do nothing. I already emptied out my trash for him. I'm gonna take pictures and photos again on the outside just to make sure. I took pictures of the miles and everything, just make sure that nothing comes up. You don't get blamed for it. So I got evidence. So he asked me. Another funny thing is he asked me to park at the same spot, which makes sense. But again, my airport, I'm flying out of Terminal 1, So that's a pretty long walk if you know San Diego Airport, which is my first time here. So I think that's, as a 5-star host, I think that's something that should be communicated. Like, where you flying in from, what's the best way to meet the car or park the car at the closest. I think little details like that would help to be a true 5-star host. Other than that, I made it back, not really complaining. The car didn't break down. I'm glad. So that's it. That's my experience. What I rent from Turo again, yeah, I think it was nice and easy, fun. Like I said, I think people are saying it's like an experience. So you can rent whatever car you want to rent and try it out if you want to buy it or think about it. But it was definitely fun. I would say it was easy. Just, I think better communication between both the host and the renter will be probably best. If you guys talk more, you guys make things easier. But so, all right, so I'm returning the car. I'm done. It's my first time. Like I said, I would do it again. It was fun. My experience with Turo. Here's the car, BMW. Woo. There's the Beamer. Woo. Doing a walk around the car, make sure nothing is damaged. Before returning, go to cat prints. Crack shell was already there. No door dings. Rims. Nothing wrong.